this record. Cool. All right. So, welcome everybody. This is March 14th in 2024. This is What's Poppin' with Butler Hip Hop. I got Beamer the ET right here. We're going to talk a little bit about the show that we have coming up on Saturday.
Yep.
We'll do a little bit about the show that Barry's going to be in on Friday, so we can do a little bit of advertising for them and just talk about what we do, guys. So here we are.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe even touch a little bit on they're watching it. They see this. This is another platform for people to come on to.
Yes,
you know
sir.
what I mean? Especially when we run our once a month show, and now every quarter going out to Rock Till Morning to do a guest host down there. Just understand that if the show's on Saturday, we run a podcast on Sunday, right on Sunday. So if you are looking for guests or an opportunity to, if any guests are looking for an opportunity to come on, get interviewed, tell us what you're about, a little bit more exposure and this and that, it's a perfect platform for you to come on and strut your stuff, let us know what you're doing, and show a little bit of your personality and character.
Yes, and that's what we're looking for, is people with personalities and character.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
What's Poppin' is basically, it's pop culture, anything that we're into. That's what we're going to talk about when it comes to like this podcast, and how we see the world and how we see it through our eyes and what we're doing in the community. So it'll be all right. It'll be good. So we got a show coming up on Saturday at Rock Till Morning. We should have the address, but I don't because I'm slacking. So you find it and I'll talk. So it's going to be my first time hosting at Rock Till Morning, and I think we got like at least 22 artists that to perform, and it's pretty crazy. It might, by the time I check on Saturday, I'll let you guys know how many people are going to be performing. I'm only assuming there's at least 20 people, and I hope that you guys show up and have a good time. Do your best, on your songs, and it's going to be big. It's going to be something that we've been preparing to do and go down there. I don't want to just go down there before I had like a solid foot in the door, a solid backing from the community that is Butler.
Makes a ton of sense. I've been describing it as like when your favorite cartoon back in the day, Timmy Turner and Jimmy Neutron would cross their universes. This is Butler crossing into Pittsburgh, and then you also have a bunch of the guys that frequent Rock Till Morning that are hopping on the show too.
Yep.
And so that address is 271 Baldwin Road, Pittsburgh. 152007 is the zip code.
There you go. There you go.
And then flyers are all over. Flyers for that show are all over my Facebook, all over the Butler Hip Hop Facebook. So they're hard to miss.
Yeah, thank you everybody that signed up, registered. I'm not sure who I'm going to be more excited to see perform, but who are you going to be excited to see?
What I'm excited, really like what excites me the most about this show in particular is some of my guys that I've only seen at Butler, seeing them go down to Pittsburgh and feel out that crowd, because like a lot of it, I'm going to say like probably the way that the crowd is going to go around the realm of like 30-70, maybe like 70 Pittsburgh, maybe like 60% Pittsburgh in the crowd. So I think it's just another level of experience for our guys going down there. Sly's on the show, right?
Yep, Sly.
Love to see Sly down there. Sly's been asking me, El Dune's been asking me to go down there. Yeah.
I should have the list.
Hey, I could probably find it. Unless it's buried, the group chat is
No, I just posted it
crazy
today.
lately. Okay, good.
Posted it today.
So that way we can just shout people on the list right out. You got good eyes?
Yeah, Shelby's gonna be on there.
Yep.
All right.
I actually
Swib's gonna be performing. There you go.
I've been
right
talking
there.
to Swiv a lot lately. Swiv's super excited about it.
Twiz, of course. Thank you, Twiz.
Yep.
Blue Boy, thank you. You're watching too, man. Shout out. Sly Levy's gonna be there. Some of these guys, I don't know their real names, guys. like Richard. Richard.
That is Official Mixer. Shout out to Official Mixer. That's
okay.
one of Shamar's people. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yep.
okay, yo.
I believe. I'm almost 100% sure.
De-Dadification's gonna be there.
Oh,
Misfit,
nice.
Shane Michaels.
Yeah, we got the Squeezy crew. We got
Yeah,
Algo
yeah,
coming
yeah,
down.
right there.
That's a
great.
big move.
That's a
That'll be
big
fun
move,
for
right,
everyone,
right.
man.
That's huge.
I actually my whole set is almost. I think my whole set is features. I think I'm doing. I think me and DTSK are doing a song, and then me and Squeezy are doing a song, and then I think I have one more feature, but I'm not telling anybody about it yet.
Okay.
It's gonna be a secret.
Okay. Of course, DTSK will do.
Yep.
And Rio Grande's gonna be there.
nice.
So, Rio Grande, he won. He won the what was that show called?
Which one was it? The last one, the Montana
that
one?
was with yeah.
That was the Montana 300 Showcase, hosted by James Kelly and the Stoner Gang guys. Let me see something. I actually want to hold this. Can I hold this? No, we're fine. So Rio Grande won that?
I believe so because
I think-
everybody was mad. CD Young, and they were all saying CD Youngin should have won.
Yeah.
But
Those competitions get so political, man.
Yeah.
DTSK almost actually like didn't go because he's like I don't necessarily love the way that the competitions are run, but it is as broad and open as the Pittsburgh scene is. It is like pretty close knit too. Like you'll have a squad of like 7 people, 8 people that just like clear house the same way that Squeezy and Algo run their shit.
Yep.
You just got these guys and like they'll be off in different areas of the room not fucking with each other during the show, but that's good business. They're out networking, meeting other people. But then you find out later, oh, they're all homies. You know what I mean? They all work together. They all literally have contracts that are you know what I mean, with each other. So you find that out after you stick around and have those conversations after a while. But do we have any details like set in stone about our award show?
no,
No?
we can tell
We
them
could
about
just like
that.
brainstorm a little bit, kind of.
We can brainstorm it
Yeah,
right
I
now.
think that's a super interesting idea.
So the main thing is I contacted a guy that does powder coating. I'm gonna get those mics powder coated gold. So it's not gonna just be like spray painted. I gotta take it apart. And I gotta solder it back together, and it's not gonna be cheap. But I figure if I do one a month, by the time it's time for the award show, we'll have 10 mics.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do everybody wants to win gold, but the award that's gonna be like the most sought after award isn't gonna be gold.
Okay.
I'm gonna. I got a couple colors that I'm trying to do, but the one color that I know, I'm gonna keep it under my hat. And
So say if there's 10 categories that people are getting, that their nominees for this and this and this, best artist, this and that, best R&B or whatever, best performance. Those are where the mics are, the gold mics or whatever color that these mics that's the award system. Yeah, that's cool.
and
That's
then
sick.
it'll be like the one. The other one will be like more like what you've actually encompassed. Do you actually like? We have like the pillars of the community. Do you actually like represent the pillars of community? So, as weird as that sounds, that's what hip hop is. It's about bringing people up. I mean, when it comes to like what it was founded on, when we don't have to get into that today, but there's like an actual, there's the pillars of hip hop.
Yeah, it's the same way that like Crips and Bloods originally started out to help the community and this and that. So it is interesting. It's so we're leaning more towards like a Walter Payton Man of the Year type deal.
Yeah,
I like
that would
that.
be
I like that.
yeah. There you go. And it could be. I don't want to say it could be anybody because they have to be able to use the mic.
Yeah.
So it has to be someone that's doing music.
Yeah.
And
also
it could be a producer, I guess.
Yeah.
Because they need that mic too. I'm sure.
Well, these people that are in the community that I know that I renewed my management deal. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So like I know like not to really like name drop too much, but like Miss Money, she has yes, she has like a lot of things going on the management side of things, but she like really does things for the community too. So like the people that like have really good names in like our community, reaching out towards the Pittsburgh community. Like behind the scenes, like they're starting foundations for people. They're making sure that the youth is getting involved in this and that places. They're not even really signing hip hop artists. They're reaching more out to the people that are like singing, that are marketable, that are commercial, and this and that. So like, I hate to break it to you guys that go to these shows and like you say the same 100 words and it's all trap, drugs, murder, and sex, but like, it's not gonna make money. It's entertaining. It is entertaining.
Well, it is entertaining, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's like one of those things I always say. At the end of the night, I heard like 101 words. Trying to diversify what you're trying to say and what your message is to get across. Like, it's nice to have those party songs or the hype songs, or like, since Beamer's here, we'll use him as an example, because he's already used it as an example himself. Like your Liddy song,
Yeah.
you know, that's let's go down there and do something. It's Friday night. I work my ass off,
Yep.
and I don't give a fuck if I spend my whole paycheck.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is what I want to do.
Yeah.
So, but you're like Champagne Nostalgia, man. That's the difference between like someone that's being a rapper and evolving to be an artist
Yeah.
to a musician.
Yeah.
You're learning like more than just what bars are. You're learning like a chord, progressions. You're learning like how to actually make the music, and you're actually doing that now.
Yeah, and it's really fun. It's I stutter stepped in the very beginning on making music because I didn't know how to engineer, I didn't know how to produce, and like I wanted the music for me to be all from me. I wanted to be the producer, I wanted to be the engineer. It's just like it's really not realistic to learn all of it all at once, or you're gonna like be set back for a real long time. So like now, it's just even with Fabi. When I was with Fabi, like I'm like while he is building the beat, while we're listening to the song, oh, cut this part out, add horns, this and that. Like I may not be able to physically do it. I may not have the knowledge to do it, but I know what I want there, just from listening to enough music. Cause like I just like study music. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's something that I'm super highly interested in. So like I told this the little girl that was over yesterday. She was learning how to skate, or the little boy. He was learning how to skate. I told him, when you learn about what you're interested in, it's gonna make it a lot easier to participate in it. I told him like he was just his ankles were wobbling in the skates while he was trying to skate, and it was making it real hard for him to get stability and go straight. I was like, hey man, listen, tighten up your skates, they're completely open. Tightened up his skates, his ankles were stronger, and he was able to skate.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So like, you figure out your equipment, you figure out what it takes to get the job done, you find those things, you get those things together, and then like, as you're doing that, you execute, keep executing, and eventually you have this, like, it's never a finished product, but eventually you have this platform for you to just be able to focus on the creative space now. You did all the learning, now let's execute on creativity.
Yeah.
And like that's what it takes.
Yeah, and that even comes to like with what just putting on the shows and getting this going. We had to learn how to use the equipment. I had to read shit I didn't even understand.
Fucking read.
Like and it still doesn't make any sense sometimes, but it works out, you know. But we don't really get so much feedback anymore because we learn what a monitor speaker is. I learned like you don't put any. You can put a little bit of music through the monitor, but you don't want that. You want your voice mainly through there. You don't want a lot of your voice coming through the main speakers, and depending on how it's mixed.
Yeah.
So, like.
Well, dude, fucking when a baby takes its first steps, dude, those first couple of steps are that baby fucking falling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's no reason to ever be afraid of like, if you don't have everything together, there's no problem in taking that leap, dude, because like, what are you gonna do? Fucking fall and get right back up, be completely fine. Yeah. It's not the end of the world when you fail or whenever you just like don't succeed gracefully. Cause like I've gone on shows and like I had an expectation for what I wanted to do, and I got off the stage disappointed, but everyone around me was proud. I'm like, you know what, dude? I might not have done exactly what the fuck I wanted to do, but it's still like, people still love me. You know what I mean? Everything is gonna be okay, and you just learn from it.
Right, and actually knowing that screwing up is like, you just keep on going. Just keep on going, and no one ever says anything. No one brings it up, and because it's not what we're there to dwell on. We're there to dwell on the fact that you made this, you're doing it, and now you're living in basking in the afterglow of being able to show off your music, and this is why you do it. You know, there's no reason to sit there and worry about, man, I didn't come in on time, or you know, or like, you know, if you're singing, to be like, oh man, I was off on the pitch, or I was off on whatever the fuck. Just know that you came out and you did your best, and that's what people love. Is that you do your best.
Yeah, I think part of the thing of being like an artist of any kind is like the criticism that we have on ourselves. That's like one of like the driving fucking forces. So like I will say, fucking be easy on yourself. You know what I mean? Don't dig yourself into this hole where you're just like afraid of failure. But like the criticism on my part is one of the things that's driven me to be better and better and better and better and better. Like even whenever there's 10 people in my face saying you did great, it's still hard for me to be like, yeah, I did fucking awesome. It's a little bit hard for me to be like, yeah, hell yeah, I agree with you, because like I know I can go harder. I know I can always go harder. So like, it's kind of like a paradox. You have to be able to take your flowers, but also like, dude, keep a level head. You know what I mean? Anybody can always be better. Drake can be better. Fucking Katy Perry can be better. I love Katy Perry. But we can all fucking be better, but don't get caught up in like not like, dude, we're all winning. We're all winning. We all woke up this morning healthy. You know what I mean? We all took a couple steps out of bed, stretched or whatever. We're all like, if you woke up today, you're winning. So like, there's your accomplishment for the entire day. You're already up. You're already going. So just feed off that.
A lot of people like my age will just sit there and wish that they would have kind of taken life by the horns a little bit. They wish that they would have actually been the driver in their own life, and then, you know, well, you can go back to school, you can, you know, go and learn how to play the guitar, whatever the fuck it is that you're trying to learn how to do, like, go do it, instead of just sit there. Like, a lot of people are captivated just watching TV. A lot, you know, the cell phones are kind of the same way. But, you know, one thing is, like, everybody that comes to these shows and performs, we're out living life. We're not just, this isn't a fucking spectator sport. Everybody that's listening that makes music, like, this isn't a spectator sport. You know, if you got to be in it, and if you're in it, you got to be like in it with your fucking whole heart. You know, because that expectation versus reality versus talent, it's like kind of like a triangle. It's not necessarily a teeter-totter, like one, you know, two scales.
It's kind of balanced out.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I think the people, especially in our community, you and I, like, look at us, dude. We were talking about doing a podcast months ago, and look what we're doing.
Right.
The execution, because I hear and I have fallen victim to it with just like being in the wrong group of friends, always talking about super fucking awesome ideas, never executing on them.
Right.
So I think a lot of the attraction that comes towards artists and Butler hip hop community, I get so much love from like my OGs that are like, you know what I mean? They're like, you're actually doing it. It's the people that are actually doing it that like, people are like, holy fuck, like people want to like be able to do this. Yep. People would love to be able to be on stage. They would love to be able to talk in front of people. They would like, but like a lot of people, it may not necessarily be a fear, but like they might just not have it in them. So it's up to like us, and like they long for people that are actually doing it. So they have, like, it's a way to live vicariously through somebody. I could say that.
Correct. You know, what's the first song that you remember hearing?
First song that I remember hearing, something like Uncle Crack or Follow Me, something like that. Really? Or like maybe like Mambo Number 5. I brought that up. Yeah.
Okay, so this is really gonna date me. First song I can remember is Reel to Reel. No, it's Back to Life.
Oh.
Yeah, Back to Life. Back to
reality. Oh, that's fire.
Okay,
Yeah.
you know, so that's the first song.
Oh, that's crazy because like coming around like that would have been right around it's sampled right around the time that I like was starting to hear music and recognize it. Yeah.
So the I don't know. I don't know, but you know, growing up in a time when you couldn't just obtain music,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You just couldn't go and just get on the computer and look for it. Like, dude, I can't tell you how long it took for me to hear that song and be like, bro, it's
Yeah.
been like,
Yeah.
that's the song, you know
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
that's the one. Yeah, because there's no Shazam.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, you could probably hear a song, parts of a song. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck, there's that song. And then it's over.
Correct.
Or like then you're
Correct.
like leaving that place
Correct.
and you can't listen
Correct.
to the rest. And
Correct.
you don't have someone right there. Hey, what's this song? I don't know.
Right, or
You
no one else
that's
knows it.
nuts.
No one else
That's
knows
nuts. Yeah.
Yeah, so
I can
there's
remember doing
another
that shit.
song, it's Sonique, Feels So Good.
Okay.
When in like 7th or 8th grade, I think probably both grades, that song was around and we'd be at the skating rink, you know, holding hands.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah. Nostalgic.
You know,
Yeah,
It-
that's
but
awesome.
That song, I didn't hear that song for like, bro, 10 years. And then one day I'm like with my dad and it comes on the radio and I'm like, what the fuck? But by then, so the Shazam shit was around.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was able to get it.
Gotta get it.
That's
It's
one of
because
those
fucking
things.
music is infectious, dude.
It is,
I can
it is.
remember this will like place me a little bit, but like being in jail, being in rehab. So now they have like tablets in the county. You can
Really?
you can like use your commissary money to like buy headphones and rent a tablet for like $8 a month, and you can get as much music as you possibly want. But in rehab we had like you like get stripped down to nothing, right? So we had a radio in the laundry room, and it wasn't allowed to leave the laundry room. You know where everybody hung out?
In the laundry
In the laundry room, dude, or like by the laundry room, where we cranked that radio up so the room's right outside the laundry room. You could be listening to music. When Lucid Dreams by Juice WRLD came out, I heard bits and pieces of that song probably 30 times. Then finally, like, I sat by the radio waiting for it to come on. I was like, this song is incredible. It was stuck in my head. That's just the infectiousness of music, and that's what I like, man. Because if you, like for me, my main goal is to write a song with the most beautiful message, right? Positivity, love, something that's just like really what I stand for. If I write that song that dates everything, and it's so catchy that now everyone is just like, whether they know that it's my message or not, they're all just, you're spreading it. You know what I mean? You're just spreading
right.
like the beauty and joy and just living life and just living in the moment. Like now imagine 40 million people. It's on the radio everywhere, and you're just like, hell yeah, dude, I'm making the fucking world better by just like ideas.
Right,
You know?
right.
And that's where like making a song, because like a lot of people can write lyrics. A lot of people can write lyrics. A lot of people can record music. But songwriting is like a different beast in its own. Sticking to the topic, actually having something that you're really passionate about and saying it in a way that like is going to be digested by the most people as possible, so that message gets spread far and wide. You know?
Right, leaving it open for interpretation and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, the double entendres.
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
like about rap is, you know, like growing up, I wasn't really good with. I couldn't read really at all. You know, comprehension skills were in the trash. So, but as I got older, I don't know. I guess because I stuck around listening to music, and it didn't matter what kind of music; it was just music. That you know, the vocabulary is. When you hear how they put songs and words together in these songs,
Yeah.
it's insane.
Yeah.
It's insane. And then to hear someone like Ryan be able to freestyle the way he does, and then like Eldun can just freestyle and sing.
Yeah.
I can't. Nah, man.
Yeah.
I can't do that. I couldn't do that if you paid me.
I can't speak for Ryan, and I can't necessarily speak for Eldun, but I know that like, especially the freestyling melodies, that comes from hours and hours in the studio, hours and hours joking around with friends and doing it and making silly Weird Al Yankovic type songs. Like when you don't care as much and you can just be you and open up, like that's when like that creative space. I can freestyle. I gotta be around people like I'm comfortable around. I gotta be in an environment that I'm comfortable around. I gotta make sure that I don't feel judged. And then like goofy as shit, off the wall shit. Like I'm not gonna sit here and be like I can freestyle a See the Youngin type song. I can't. That's so much pain that's been thought about, probably hours of therapy and this and that, like really working through a problem or a conflict in your life to like write those songs. But freestyling was always fun, you know?
Yeah, that's why I do it. I mean,
Yeah.
I always wanted to, and then until this stuff, they were like gave me the phone one day, and I had to do it.
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
was sitting in a circle and and freestyling, and it was like.
And now it shows. Every time I see that there's an opportunity, they're like, yo, who wants to he's right up there, right up there.
Now,
Max will be right beside me, and
I might suck at
yeah, whatever. Yeah, nobody's like they're not like who's a professional freestyler. Who wants to?
Yep.
You know?
Yep. And
I
I
want.
can get some bars sometimes. But like, so we on Wednesdays we do the ciphers, and Sundays we do the ciphers as often as we can. You know. So yesterday we had the cipher, and we set up with. And these kids show up, and I don't know who these kids are. I have no clue who these kids are, you know, Logan and Hunter, you know, but they're like, what are you guys gonna do? Are you guys gonna sing songs? And me and Shane are like, I think Shane knew them, so young Sicario knew them,
Yeah.
you know, and I'm like, no, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna freestyle. And the guy's like, I don't know if I know how to freestyle. I'm like, okay, you know, it is. You know, I'm like, well, let me show you.
Yeah.
You know,
Let's just get down to business.
so me and Shane, we freestyle the first song, and the kids are like, this is the coolest thing ever. And they're
What
like,
age group of kids?
10 and 12.
Oh, sick, dude.
10 and 12.
Yep.
And you know,
Yeah.
he's like, give me the microphone. Give me.
Give me the mic.
I'm like, I'm like, let me set up one
Yeah.
for you,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you guys can do it. And the other brother wants one now, and so me and Shane are just borrowing the microphone, and we just let these kids like just do it. We just stood there.
That's sick. That's what it's about. That's really what it's about.
You can watch it. You know, it's on Instagram. It's our previous video. You can watch it. They're just kids, you know, and
Yeah.
It is. You're right, though. That's exactly what it's about, because you know, whatever the hell's going on at home, you know, the one kid, Logan, told me this is the greatest day of my life.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, damn, man, all we did was stand here, and they're like, don't cuss and all this stuff. I'm like, I'm trying not to, you know, I'm trying not to. I can't promise you anything.
It's so crazy how magical that feeling can be, because they feel like it's like that's only like famous people can do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So from Jackson's birthday we had his birthday party a couple weekends back, and he got up at the show the night before.
Right.
And he spit this cool freestyle. Like my little 8-year-old was like on beat. I don't know what the fuck he was saying, but he was on beat. Take a flight. And we got a video of it, you know? And then we have Jess's daughter, Zoe. She knows how to work my little editing stuff. So in the morning on Sunday, I had Zoe edit a music video of Jackson's performance together. And then right after Jackson blew his candles out, we had a ton of people there. Chris was there. I screen mirror to the TV. And I was like, Jackson, we got a surprise. And we played his music video for the entire party, and like his face is so red. He lit up. He's rapping with his own little song and stuff like that. And like just to be like, just knowing that like, dude, if Power Hip Hop wasn't around, these kids, these people that they're core memories, dude.
Correct.
These are core memories for kids that they're gonna grow up like this is their most influential time of their entire life. And to be able to put smiles and these types of feelings in their heart at a young age like this is priceless, absolutely priceless. It's amazing.
Right.
My kid said it's the greatest day of his life.
Yeah.
You know?
I've never told some adult that shit. That just was like, talking into a microphone.
Yeah.
So, you know, what's really cool is that I can say that's probably the coolest thing is how Tommy and his son can at least perform a song together.
Yeah.
And you know, do their thing. That's at least the next best thing.
Yeah.
So we got the kids that are coming and getting exposed to
Then you have-
the Butler hip hop and learning about what hip hop is.
Yeah.
And they have an interest in either being on the music side, or maybe they want to be making the music. Doing the words
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
or whatever the hell. They see like there's just so much stuff
Yeah,
going on.
there's so many levels for you to be involved with it.
Yep.
Even moving forward, like there could even be like a, later on in the process, like making kids available to have like you can be on lights. You're on the production side of things. All right, guys, come in here. We'll teach like 2 or 3 classes on what you do whenever you set up. So like this goes here. You plug this into this, and now like you don't have kids working for you, but they're learning about the AV and like all those sides of things for maybe like the guy like Chris, who's not necessarily behind the mic, but he's involved. You know what I mean? He has involvement in the group. Like I know. Dude, if you just you hip hop head, love it, just don't got it, but like you still want to be involved with the cool shit that's going on around you. So like learn these things. You could be the greatest guy at setting up. You could have like untapped potential in production.
We do have it's called a DMX board, and it's what controls the lights, like these lights.
Yeah.
So you can we need more cords, obviously, and more lights, but you can control it through, and there's like ways to program the lights.
Yeah.
And there's like, it's like.
That's a fucking rabbit hole.
It's like, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
When we were like trying to figure out how to just sync it to the sound, they're like, do this and this, and you're like, what the fuck? If it flashes 13 times, that means it is. You're like,
what? Oh my god!
like, this is fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that. So luckily,
But there are people that are interested in doing it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And
do a badass light show.
yeah, yup. And then it's just another form of art, dude. Like my art isn't lights, but I know damn well like it would take my performance to another level if I linked up with a guy that knew how to do that shit and was interested in just doing it. And like he was interested in doing it because like he just wanted his light show to be seen, you know? Like that's the only reason why like I'm up on the stage. I just want my fucking music to be heard, you know?
So we saw these like laser things that you can get that like come down and they like do this crazy shit, and they're like $10,000 a laser. You're like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
If we could just get maybe one that just does like one color. Yeah.
That'd still be cool as shit.
One,
Yeah.
that'd be badass.
All you need is one laser and a mirror for it to bounce off of or something.
Yeah. We just need to get it going. We just need to get more people involved,
Yeah.
and the more people that are involved,
Yeah.
the more we can grow, get a bigger space, maybe get a studio, so now we can actually be the studio that does hip hop in Butler or whatever the hell, and actually like put a stronghold and like apply pressure. That's the main thing, is like building it to now. Like we're here now, and now we want to like be here forever.
Yeah.
And, like actually.
The branding towards the side of out of the greater good of our heart, like this is what we're interested in being a part of because we know that it helps and there's a mission involved in it. You know what I mean? Like we have core values, core beliefs. So the attraction has to come from it's not gonna be financial. You know what I mean? Like it needs to feel a part of your heart, voluntary. If you want to come, get good at something, find a niche and find your place, like absolutely come. If your thing is lights, come. If you're an engineer, there's going to be opportunities for engineers to come through when, like Max said, when studio conversations start happening and this and that. Full-time engineer, do you know what I mean? There's 20-ish people already on a crossover show on Saturday. 20-ish artists already, and that was as of last Sunday.
Yep.
And we're going on Friday now. So, and then every Butler hip hop show that's located in Butler, another 15, 16 artists on the bill. So that's like a full-time, that's contractual work for an engineer that's willing to work, you know what I mean? Eventually, you know what I mean? Because you have the artist coming in, and it may be 15 an hour, or whatever the case may be, but like, if you have somebody that's invested in core values and not in the financial gain of things, like, absolutely, this is like a safe space to make sure that you can, you know, be filling your heart, you know?
Yeah,
Just feeding your soul.
Yep, because I mean, I have some instruments and stuff like that to just be able to like even learn how to play, do what you got to do. The main thing is even just learning some some basic stuff. Not that that's what I'm trying to do, is be like
Teacher of all things.
of
Yeah.
music. No,
That we'd have to outsource for that.
Yep.
But
yep. But there is
it's just
stuff.
levels to it.
Yep, levels to everything.
Lots of different faucets. But yeah, I was gonna ask about like the admin side of things. I know that. Oh, and the other thing I was gonna ask about, did you you said the Veterans Club meeting? You had a Veterans Club meeting recently. I gotta get the venue booked for the launch party soon.
I need.
It's like a month, 6 weeks out is where we're at.
Yes, I
we can
should have
talk
talked to them about that on Tuesday, but that's what I should.
I gotta get a couple of weeks of a 9 to 5 together. It's gonna be a lot of money that goes into having a well-produced launch party.
Yes.
You know, imagine, you know, I have a couple of artists in mind. We're not gonna do it like a showcase. It's probably like 5 or 6 artists before me, all with 15-minute sets, leading up to me headlining it. But like, I'd love for them to be able to get paid off that, and it'd be like a paid show for like the artist. You know what I mean? Because it's an event. You know, it's the same thing as Butler Hip Hop or like James Kelly and them. They're doing it. Pay at the door. You get a discount if you pre-order the album at the door. It's $7 off. Get in, boom, boom, boom. Have a great night, hang out, network, that type of thing. We want the like Max will be in the building DJing. We want maybe not like Mary DMV, but like Shamar and the guys from all these shows around. Like come hang out and like see what the album's about. This is what I'm gonna be my little local tour. These are the songs I'm gonna be performing. This is the type of crowd. It's not necessarily a flex, but it's like, let's get everybody that I fuck with together in the same place. But that we can save that for another podcast. But
well, I mean, we gotta make sure you put it in their ear, man.
yeah, it is a huge event. I go on 223 Marley on Saturday. Remember him? 223 Marley?
223.
He has Marley's State of Mind podcast. It's pretty cool.
I did look
So
at the flyer, and I was gonna ask you if that was Simple Kill, because I think his name is something. I don't know.
something around those lines. But I watched a couple, like Barbados Black has an episode with and a couple of the guys that I know. So it just like, I don't want to say it puts me in the same space as like some of the, but like I'm, you know, shaking hands with the exact same people, being in the these are media outlets, is what it is at a low level. It's media outlets in my local vicinity. So but I have an opportunity to go dive super deep into the album stuff and all that on Saturday, so I'll do that then.
Because it's, you know, we are literally the counterculture. That's basically it. You have like the mainstream shit, and then you got what the hell is going on. Because as soon as you get immersed into any kind of subculture, there's gonna be a group of people that are kind of like set up in an echelon kind of thing, and you know, these people know where this stuff's at, or you know exactly like what's going on. Because I don't think you can really get too far without rubbing elbows with
you have
the people that we keep running into. Because after like 6 months of doing it and going to the shows with Eastside Cartier, and I'm like, aren't there going to be like more? Where I was thinking there's going to be like a huge thing, but I say in all, maybe like 200 rappers in Pittsburgh and 100 serious ones, you know. And if there's a bigger,
I think 100 might be generous too.
If it's different, let me know, bro. Come to Butler Hip Hop.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think that's what that's like. The Bridge by Butler Hip Hop X Rock Till Morning. I think that's just a beautiful bridge because like it's just the awareness thing. That's like the it's not like advertisement where someone sees, oh, there's Butler Hip Hop. It's like, oh, like I'm involved with a Butler Hip Hop event. So like cool, like every artist is like, you should be looking to perform everywhere that you can to get the most amount of people to listen to your music. So like, hey, here we are. We're in Butler, man. Come check us out. You know?
Well, how many people have they ever had hosts that don't do music?
Yeah.
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 I don't know. I don't do
Full-time host.
Yeah. Yep.
Full-time jack of all trades, honestly.
Yeah. So real quick, we should probably tell them about we got the community day that's on 420.
Yeah.
That'll be at the Diamond Park right there, where they told us we couldn't play music the one day. So now we're just gonna rent it so we can play music there.
That's an all-day event?
It'll be 6 hours, so from noon until 6 o'clock.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome.
So we don't have to rush to do anything. It's more like, once again, just making people aware of what's going on and just playing loud music.
Yeah. Awesome. Disruption.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. I like it. That's like everything at the core of like just rebellious energy, but we're taking the right avenues and doing it all the right ways. So like, you can't kick us out. You can't tell us turn it down. Correct. You can't tell us this. Like we did everything right. So like we're gonna take advantage of that. That's the best. It's like it's like not being on probation and having a license for the first time, this and that. I'm speeding. I don't care. I'm speeding. You can pull me over. I can pay the fine. And like having a stable job where like a fine's not gonna kill you or whatever. Like so, not being drunk or messed up.
That's
you know what I mean?
saying.
Like, all right, cool. Like I'm gonna go 10 over.
Right.
You know, I'm gonna see what this car can do because like I have all of my bases around me covered to like. This isn't gonna end. This isn't gonna be the end of the world. We don't have to pack everything up because they said turn it down. So that's awesome.
We what's funny is like, so I was a big drunk for a long time, and this guy that I worked with, he only knew me as a drunk, and he when I started working back where I work now, he doesn't work there anymore, but he's a bouncer down on East Carson, and we went to a show that was down on East Carson, and me and Chris are walking around, and we walk right up to the cops, and we're like asking them where the fuck everything is. Yeah. And they're like, oh yeah, trying to give us a hard time. We're like, bro, we're not drunk or anything.
Yeah.
You can like
ease up.
Fucking dicks to
Yeah.
us. And they're like, what'd you say? It's like,
Because they expected it.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. So, what's great is they didn't exactly know where we were. We were like parked by some AM radio station, but we walk literally like 2 blocks over, not even 2 blocks over, like 2 bars over is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And there's that guy that I used to work with, and he's there, and he's like 6'3", and I go walk up to him, and he's like expecting me to be smashed and whatever, and I'm like, nah, man, I'm like, like 2 years sober.
I'm cool,
at the
man.
time.
Yeah.
And I like ask him where it's some marketplace.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yep.
So the cops were trying to say we're trying to be at Market Square or Station Square, but we're trying to be at like it's called something else. It's like just this little brick building, and it's just like I don't fucking know. Anyways, so Teddy tells us where we need to go, and we were able to get back home because like my phone died, Chris's phone died, none of us knew where the fuck we were. So. It was a good time overall, and those are like some of the rappers I haven't seen though, like Nardo J.
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen him, and like those people.
Nardo. Oh, you know Nardo? I met Nardo whenever I was rapping with Kyle.
Yeah, been around that time.
We would go down to like ID and MGM, paying $80 for an hour. But Nardo was down there. Nardo's like really good.
Yeah.
I think he went out to LA because I know Shane, who used to be our engineer, he moved to LA. Okay. Tycho went to LA for a little while. Tycho went to Baltimore. Tycho's back. You remember Tycho? Looks exactly like me, just like now he has face tattoos.
I'd be high all the time.
Yeah, Tycho started at Butler Hip Hop just like everyone else. But Tycho got to.
Is he the one that came to the shows at the Art Center?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Same
He's
complexion to
wearing
me.
Blue in the picture that I have.
Yeah.
Of you guys, of you and DB and,
Yeah.
and Kyle.
Yeah.
And
Long time friend. He got to like he just like sold weed and rapped his whole life, and it like he was renting his own venue and throwing his own shows and being sponsored by Illegal Apparel and the local places on the Strip District and stuff like that would sponsor his shows and this and that, and like yeah. He's dropping soon too. Like he's going Christian. He's doing crazy. Like he's just tired of spreading. He doesn't have kids yet.
Okay.
He's just said that he's tired of spreading the message of just like trapping and this and that. Like he's making like Christian rap music now, or like going towards there.
I think that Harley Dice has a Christian album.
I have a Christian song coming out on the album.
He has it's a whole Christian album.
Jesus.
Yeah, when the first time we met Harley Dice at the DJ Chevy's Hip Hop Summit, that's what he was like telling us, and I was like, we might be a nonprofit, but we're not. Not like
like it's not like. yeah. I don't even know what to say, but yeah. I think DJ Chevy has something coming up at the Forge. Are you gonna go? I just saw a flyer. I could actually literally just run straight down. I could probably just run down my Instagram feed real quick and see just a bunch of shows.
I'm trying to think of what it's called off the top of my head. That I can't remember.
He keeps doing. It might not even be a DJ Chevy show,
It is a DJ
but is it at the Forge?
Yeah, I know I need to go back to it, but when I go there, I need to have a thumb drive, and hopefully that girl that works the door, she was there for the comedy.
Yeah.
When we went, and
She
no one recorded it, and I have it.
Yeah.
So-
Okay. Yeah. My girl has her number.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to go there to give her the thumb
Yeah,
drive.
because that was her. I think that was her first time
Very
ever doing
first
it.
performance,
Yep.
and then-
And I think she's been doing it ever since.
Her boyfriend does Studio 1708, so he's like has his own thing going on down there also.
Yeah.
I forget what the fuck his name is, because I'd be getting blazed. But that's where I got that picture of me right in front of the fucking police station. Hell yeah.
That's what I've been trying to take. Cause I shoot the videos, but like it's more than just like here's a piece of content. Now you got content. It's like, dude, like I can go through my phone and find so many great nights, so many cool people, so many cool interactions, and like I'd say, dude, like 3% of the pictures that I take get posted. You know what I mean? But taking more pictures, dude, it's so weird. Like this is fine. I'm so uncomfortable. Like I'll do a video. I'm cool doing a video. Take a little video of me. I'll say whatever. A picture. I don't know how to pose. I'm not a fucking model. I never like the way that I look. And it's like what we do. We're like seen. So like, dude, I bet you. I bet you any money we go down to the show and someone wants to take a picture with you.
Right.
I guarantee it. And it's just like I don't fucking know what to
Picture
do.
We have you, DTSK, and me.
Yeah.
That's a fucking good ass.
It's really
picture.
good. Yeah. Yeah.
So that Carissa took that.
Yeah. Yep. Shout out to Carissa. Super beneficial having her coming to the shows. She might put up a fight, but it's an extra set of hands, and we all need somebody to help out.
Yep.
Yep.
Fuck yeah, man.
But I'm excited. I'm teeter-tottering on that bragging rights show actually, because shout out to Blue Boy. I think we're picking him up from Washington tomorrow.
Okay.
And DTSK is coming to my house tomorrow.
Okay.
So be honest, my girl was like, if we stay home, you can have a boys' night, band lab, going live, doing this and that, like, and that gives me like from like I don't know 2 o'clock in the afternoon until whenever Stacy and DTSK want to drive home. But
the show at Insomnia.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So and DTSK and I are working on a song that I think we're gonna do right at like premiere at our show on Saturday, so that needs to get done and mixed down and wrapped up immediately so we can send it over. So I just think in the creative side of things, like, dude, missing out on one. I've never said that I was doing a show and like sent my music and then didn't go. So, but I don't know, man. I want to create. I got 3 more spots on the album, and then the album's finished. So we're like teeter-tottering on like maybe like 1 more song, because I said 3 features at the beginning. It's 12 songs, 3 features. I might put 2 skits in there in the form of 1 monologue for an intro of like you know how Sly Levy did it with you.
Right.
I don't know if that was like 1 track or an intro for a song, but like my best friend and my barber both went to college. My fucking best friend's now a CRS, a certified care specialist.
Okay.
For recovery and stuff like that. Me and him were shooting, cracking our neck. You know, so like he wrote a beautiful poem whenever he got locked up about just like literally like a divorce from like drug addiction, and how like he was madly in love with it. So I know that he can write something beautiful. And then my biggest thing about this album was getting people involved. The same way that like Butler hip hop, the biggest thing is like getting people involved and allowing them a space. So like I think what we're gonna do with we have 3 slots left. We'll do 1 more feature and put 2 monologue type skits in there, triumphant about, you know, just character development, being the struggle and this and that, and have them, you know, just go behind the mic. It don't have to be no beat. You don't have to rap nothing. Just like come do a monologue.
Right,
you know?
right.
I think it's just a beautiful concept, because I like, you know, you want people to feel character in your art too. It can't just be like a blank face, you know. I know Marshmello is successful and he covers his face and his talent makes up for the rest, but like there's only one Marshmello. MF Doom was the same thing, you know what I mean? But like you still are branded by the mask.
Right.
Yeah, everyone sees the Doom mask and they still know who you are. But it gives people an opportunity to focus more on the lyrics. But like we want the whole character of Beamer to E.T. to be expressed with a deeper album than Beamer the E.T. LP.
Right. Well, and that's why even doing these podcasts,
Yeah.
trying to get this going is gonna really help people understand what the fuck is
Yeah,
going on.
yeah, yeah. Because I think people have a lot of questions. I think people have like the wrong idea sometimes. I know you've experienced it. You go down to Pittsburgh and you're like literally talking to the other people that throw shows down there, because that's like the smartest thing to do. And like, you know, people are confused. People don't know. DJ Chevy even told me until you said one thing, that was his aha moment. Oh, I get it now. And like the goal is to have anybody that has any questions about Butler hip hop or wonders what's going on here, like, you shouldn't have to go far to find that answer. You know what I mean? We want that right in people's faces, because the message is the most valuable thing that we have.
Correct. So just get involved.
Yeah, absolutely. This has been a really good one.
Yep. We're like 52 minutes.
That's I'm not gonna say short and sweet, because an hour of straight through talking isn't like super short, but not bad for a Thursday.
And we didn't it wasn't like we're trying to have like a normal what's poppin' thing where we're talking more about what we're normally talking about. But this is definitely, if we do these before the shows on the days, you know, that we don't have, because we'll have our meetings, our monthly meetings at the Slippery Rock Succeed building. Yeah, so if you also want to get involved and you don't understand what the fuck is going on, it's the first Thursday of every month at the Slippery Rock Succeed building on Main Street. I think
In Butler, because the Slippery Rock Succeed building's a little bit.
108 South Main Street, Butler 16001.
And then the venue for the show, our Butler show, our normal regular Butler show, is right next door from where we do our meetings. Just this is a small precursor. The meetings are for ideas, they're for stability, they're for foundation of what's going on. And absolutely, if you're interested in knowing what our next moves are, come sit in. And then if you're interested in also having your input heard and giving ideas, that's what that platform is there for too.
Or the administration.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, this is good. I invited a ton of people, and
And
a couple of people
they'll
came.
tell you, so the good thing about Slippery Rock Succeed is like they're actually going to help us come up with some, like, not a business plan, but they're actually going to come up with like a structural plan, like
Yeah.
5-year plan,
Yeah.
and what they're going to help us achieve, and
Yeah.
like it'll be sweet when we can like watch this shit happen.
Yeah, milestones. Check. Yup.
Yep. Because like when we first started even doing those meetings, it was kind of like, what the fuck are we doing
Yeah.
here? I feel like I'm kind of wasting your time, and the lady's like, no, this has to happen.
This is like like if you fucking cut your hair because you need it to grow back, the ugly stage or whatever. Like the ugly stage, I was telling DTSK this the other day, people get so uncomfortable in there is a unavoidable uncomfortable stage of like shooting for your fucking dreams, dude. There's a stage where you're gung-ho and all your first steps are working, but then you get in that middle ground where it's like the grind and the footwork that scares people the fuck away, and then you trudge through that and get that character development. On the other side of that is when doors start opening, you're in positions to accept more opportunities, and better opportunities are coming your way, to the point where now you're choosing. You're picking and choosing. Your time becomes more valuable. Your energy becomes more valuable. And like, that is what's on the other side at the uncomfortable stage of not knowing, trying to figure out the next move, what feels right. That uncomfortable stage is so important.
Yep, for sure. Because when I started, I didn't even want to be the guy like to talk on the stage. But then it was like, you want to charge me how much to be the guy that talks on the stage? Oh, no, I'll talk on the stage. And then they're like, oh, it's this much money to play the music. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
$300 to press play?
Yeah.
Like,
It's beautiful, man.
No, I'll just buy it myself.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like, luckily that's what I did. And I'm not gonna fucking sit there and get hounded, and like that's probably why shows are like $20.
Yeah.
You know? But I can understand why RTM, they at least have their own building.
Yeah.
I gotta give them some credit there. They got their own fucking shit. One day I want to have my
Yep.
own fucking place.
Yep, you will.
That we can actually do this shit.
Yep.
So as time goes on, we'll have more people that want this to happen. So
I think having this platform is going to be like a good bridge to people asking more questions, being more involved, and actually following through with their commitments is a big one. That's a huge one.
right, knowing that we're not a fly-by-night company.
Yeah.
Actually having some longevity.
Yeah.
In the thing. So when we knock it out of the park on Saturday,
Yeah.
it'll really fucking show.
Hell yeah.
So I think we're gonna wrap it up here.
Flyers up everywhere for the show on Saturday. We're out in Pittsburgh. Don't forget, we are in Pittsburgh. We're taking Butler Hip Hop to Rock Till Morning. So if you're familiar with us, familiar with them, if you're unfamiliar with both, come check us out. And yeah, we got another one running on Sunday. So
Yes, we'll see you. Multiple times.
yeah, a couple of times.
We'll see you. Okay, so we'll see you on Saturday, and I don't know if I'll go live. I usually don't go live. Maybe, I don't know.
I'll be live on my account. You'll see some of it. You know what I mean? I'll be shooting different people performing and this and that. So best bet, if you want to see us, pull up.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, that's how we'll see you. Is
Yeah.
If you fucking come around, don't be square. Come around.
Right. I like that.
There you go.
Cool, man.